what is prostration? What can be achieved through this practice? Now, prostration is basically, making homage, making, wishing, good wishing, or salutation, whatever you call it. So now this prostration is two things. First, respect, making a kind of gesture of respect and humility from your mind, like to bow down, to fold your hands, like that. A friendly kind of shake hand is also a little bit similar, I think. So that depends on different parts of the world have different way of doing that. Some fold their hands, some shake their hands, some hug, some kiss, some put their head together, some put their nose together, and then that's like friendly. But then sometimes when you give more respect, then sometimes people kneel down, or people kind of in the West, the ladies kind of, I don't know what you call it, little bit, their knees are a little bit like this, and sometimes you touch the feet of that person, like teachers and elders. In India and in most of the Asian countries, they have this tradition of, paying respect by touching their feet or something like that. So, there's a tradition of paying respect, making prostrations to your parents, to your teachers, to the elders, and to to great people, good people, and things like that. Now, this, what cultural, postures, or you do, that depends on culture to culture. Some do like this, some put all their four hands and knees on the ground, and also the so some all different kind of ways. But it involves two things. One is respect, humility, and showing a sign of your, humility, your humbleness and respect. Now this is important because, one of the, we have many different, negative emotions, like anger, or hatred, too much attachment, greed, jealousy, and one is pride, too much pride and ego. I am the best. Arrogance. And that's a very negative. Confidence and arrogance are two different things. Sometimes people misunderstand that. People think that, how can I bow down to anybody? Then that shows that I have no confidence, and I'm not brave, and I'm not, I'm not equal. That's not, that's not the idea. The thing is that, if you are confident, if you are, there's nothing wrong showing respect to others. There's nothing wrong being, humble, you just be humble, but that doesn't mean that you are defeated or you are less or anything like that. You can have full confidence and full, dignity by giving full respect to others. Because we have lots of sometimes great problems by not being humble or not respecting each other, and then creating lots of problems. That's the problem of the society. But then inside, yourself, the more confident you are, more humble you can be. Maybe you can show respect, and the more you can show respect, more you can learn, because if I think I'm so good, I'm so great, if I look down on everybody, I can never learn anything, because I don't see anything to learn, because I already know everything. If I have that attitude that I know everything, then I will never learn anything, because you don't want to. So therefore that the pride is something that we need to little bit control in order to be able to be having a kind of right situation that we can learn more. So therefore this prostration is one way of working on our negative kind of pride and arrogance, and become more humble and respectful and open-minded. Yeah. So this is now this different kind of prostrations, whether that will make you like that or not, that's another story. By doing something like prostration 100,000 times, it's not guaranteed that you can have lots of pride and you can have lots of arrogance and still have done 100,000 prostrations outwardly. So that's outward is not really important. Inward is, I think, more important.